Thus, there was a certain charm between your brows. He could never get enough of it. However, his wound hurt badly and he couldn't move freely. He didn't continue to seek death and quietly laid back down on your lap. He leaned against it to feel it more. If only this woman would be quiet like right now when asleep, he will not have such a headache. Unfortunately, that was impossible. Just as he was thinking, you moved a little. You are awake. His deep voice came over. You lowered your head and saw him staring at you. His eyes were so gentle that you almost drowned. You nodded but quickly avoided his gaze, then uttered lowly, "Get up." There is silence for 2 minutes as he didn't show intention to get up. When you decide to say it once again, he got up muttering, "I don't feel comfortable sleeping like this." He couldn't help but complain. You frowned. "Do you think I feel comfortable if you don't feel comfortable sleeping like this?" You fiercely look at him, then try to stand up, but your legs was unable to function. It's completely numb. Your lips move but couldn't sound out. It's really funny as you sat there without moving. You wanted to go bathroom, but your legs was temporarily unavailable. "What's wrong?" He frowned. "What do you think?" You replied unhappily. "You slept on my legs all night. My legs can't move at all now." He only wanted to sleep with you last night that he didn't think of this problem at all. Now he saw you sitting there without moving. He frowned in pain. "Sorry, I should have thought of it earlier." Seeing his apologetic look, you felt a little reluctant. "It's none of your business. You were injured for me. This is what I owe you." His frown deepened. "So you stayed here with me all night because you think you owe me?" "What else could I do?" You quickly sat but then realized something was not right. You looked at him. Sure enough, his eyes and expression became very disappointed. I don't mean to blame you. What I mean is you are now injured. I have the obligation to take care of you." You didn't mention the matter of him helping to block the attack. You didn't want this person to cause trouble later, so it was better to shut up. Let him heal his wound first. He didn't say anything but stared at you with a pair of dark eyes. You felt wrong and complained, "My legs are numb. Letting you sleep for the whole night? Don't tell me you are going to lose your temper at this time." Suddenly, he realized that he had gone overboard. He suppressed his emotions. "No." He moved his hands on your legs, trying to massage. Your expression changed and quickly held his hands. "What are you doing? What do you think?" He held your hands with one and gently pressed your legs with the other. He was very serious. You felt awkward and wanted to dodge, but seeing him like this, an unknown emotions rose, but then suddenly it hit you. "You were injured. Didn't the doctor say that you shouldn't do anything that will affect the wound?" He stopped when you suddenly sat with high pitch. He looked at you and his lips curled up lightly. "It's fine. I have been sleeping. It's nothing." You pushed his hands. "This isn't a matter of how big it is. It's a matter of your wound." You stood up. You got down from the bed and walked to the washroom under someone's gaze. When you came out of the washroom, you found there was actually another person in the wash. You were stunned for a moment, then dried your hands and walked over. "You came so early." You were very natural. Even Minho couldn't react in time. He only nodded lightly. "Go back and rest. Come back tonight." Jungkook looked at you. You stopped and stood a little far. "Come back tonight." He pursed his lips and looked at you with his kind of gaze. "You don't want to?" "How could you not want?" You thought you would have to take care of him 24 hours a day, but didn't expect him to ask Minho to change shifts with you. At least he had a conscience. "Then I will come back tonight and bring you dinner." "I will go back and rest today." "Your back is itching, sleeping like that last night, so you need some rest. But your company still has matters to do." "Okay, I will wait for you tonight." You heard him when you was about to leave. For some reason, you felt that it was very ambiguous. You found Minho looking at you. It's hard to tell what to feel right now. You quickly left from there with your belongings. His expression turned cold. after you left and looked at the man in front who is injured cause of single women. Young master, you were too impulsive this time. How are you going to explain this to Aunt June, who said that I was going to explain it to her? Cold man sat with a face full of insignificance. He subconsciously wanted to lie back, but his wound touched as soon as he did so, he sat up. His previously expressionless face now turned into a grimace. It wasn't like last night where he could cry to women. If you don't explain to Aunt June what will happen when she asked, Minho's expression and eyes were somewhat melancholic. Young master, it's not an ordinary injury. Aunt is doctor. She will be able to know just in glance. If Aunt got to know that you were injured to save Miss Kim, she will definitely be able to see through it. Then she must have. What's Miss Kim's name? Jungkook suddenly interrupted him. He frowned unhappily. Call her young madam? Young master? What? Jungkook smiled coldly. I'm injured. So what I said has no weight. Minho lowered his eyes and said gloomily. No, but young master, your injuries are so serious, you have to. It is your turn to teach me how to do it. Jungkook didn't let Minho finish his sentence and his aura became colder. Minho was not happy. It has been 5 years. You get out. Jungkook suddenly got angry. Minho had no choice but to shut his mouth and left the ward. He didn't want them to repeat their mistakes again. He is a witness of couple. What had happened and how it turned upside down. He can't see Jungkook being like this, injured and broken. For the past years, he was trapped in this love maze. He didn't care about his own life at all. Will he lose his life next time? Therefore, Minho is really worried about Jungkook. This was not necessarily the case being trapped in love. Minho take out his phone to dial the only person who can handle this madman. Yesterday's scene was not mentioned in the company, but the employees were worried about their boss. Trying to impress boss? Yeah, maybe. That woman dared to attack him. According to his temperament, how could he let her go that easily? Must be punished, or worst, lost man she had dreamed to be with. At noon, you wanted to return Kim Mansion, but thinking about your brother might be sulking still, so you went to your new apartment. There was no one except you at this house, no maid. Jenny was at company and Rowoon probably at his school. Jisoo called you out of concern, asking about matter. She couldn't get into touch with her cousin. You know, person will not suddenly have grudge between unless they value something. Thinking about it, which woman will likes to share the man she have eyes on? The Hyun is still free and it's not safe for you to stay by yourself. That is the democratization that she can do even worse. Therefore, there is fear lingering and you have very bad feeling about it. You quickly took bath and prepared to rest for a while. It's very quiet. There is no one except you. The door cracked open. She slowly walked and saw a woman sleeping on the couch. Her lips slowly curved up and revealed evil smile. A cry of surprise can be heard, mixed with bang sound, when women rolled on the floor to dodge. Your heart started to beat wildly, and the next second you were wide awake. What was that? You had just slept for 2 hours and it's giving you nightmare. Oh, it should be daymare. Well, sweat was covered on your forehead. You quickly looked around just to find yourself all alone in the living room. It was almost 6 in the evening. It's time for you to make some light dinner for patient. You quickly went to fresh up and started to prepare some dinner. Suddenly there is sound of door opening and the footsteps came along. Your body shivered, the thought of dream Dhyan holding knife to cut you. You quickly take spray and hide behind the kitchen door. You hide behind the door with your back hunched. Rovani, I told you your mummy is resting. You don't just disturb her and be a good boy. You were holding breath, but then breathed relief when you heard the sound of two very familiar people. They didn't saw you there. Where is she? Must be in her room. Your body became soft and you smiled weakly before coming out of your hidden spot. I'm here. Mummy, Rovon quickly ran towards you. Jenny noticed your frightened face and she became serious. What's wrong? Rovon hugged your waist softly, asking for your attention. You squared down to his level. Baby miss me so much. He nodded, pouting. You kissed his chubby cheeks and stood up seriously. Rovon still clinging on your waist. Yesterday's accident was too effective, giving you chill, and you felt that this place is not safe to be alone. What if the hound found this place and do something bad to your baby and Jenny? You pulled Rovon aside and walked to Jenny. Come out with me. Jenny was dumbfounded, but seeing your reaction, she felt something was not good and followed you behind. What happened? Why are you so serious? Don't stay here for a few days. Take Rovon back to mention today. She looked at you confusedly. Why so suddenly? What exactly happened? You didn't tell her details. Might she would be scared, so you softly said, I'm not sure about matter right now. This place is not safe to be alone right now. You know the yesterday's accident, so you guys should stay at mansion until this case is solved. Can you do that for me? Rovon heard the conversation that his mummy is sending him back to mansion. You quickly turned to look at little fellow who also followed behind. He stood there crossing his little arms. Bad mummy, you are sending me away from you. He's little mad. You squatted down and waved at him. Come. Although he's angry, he still walked with his short legs. Mummy, don't love me anymore. He stretched out his small hands and pretended to be hammer your shoulders. Yes, mummy is not good. Mummy is temporarily unable to protect baby, so you have to follow Aunt Nini back to uncle's house. You know, mummy still have to rush hospital to take care of patient. Mummy, why you need to take care of the patient? He tilted his head, looking you in a daze, wondering if his mother is doctor. Baby, person saved mummy last time, so mummy have to go take care of person. People should know how to repay kindness. He saved mummy, so mummy have to take care of him. Do you understand mummy now? You explained softly, not trying to lie to pure soul. He nodded like he understand what you said. Oh, then I will go with mummy. Your face changed. No. He was puzzled. Why mummy? If that person is the savior, then I mummy's baby and I should go and thank that person saving my mummy, right? You couldn't find excuse. You suddenly realized that this child is smart, but now, making his mother speechless. No, you can't go there. Hospital is not place that anyone can go. There is many patients and many bacteria. You are a child and it can affect you easily. Then you will be sick. Really? He asked, sound not believing. Yes. Asked Aunt Nini if you don't believe me. Jenny immediately nodded. That's true. If you are sick, you should go to hospital, but if you are not, then it's bad to go hospital. There is many bacteria. You are still young. If you go with mummy and get sick, then how mummy will take care of benefactor? If Rovon really want to thank the person, then wait until he got discharged and treat him meal with your mom. She stopped and quickly looked at you thinking that she must have spilled the wrong words and smiled awkwardly. It's getting late. Rovon, come with me. It will be dark outside soon and mummy will be late to go to the hospital. He nodded. Okay, mummy, I'm going to uncle. Take care of your patient. You patted his head and hugged his small body, reluctantly letting him go. Sleep well. After mummy became free, we will go to amusement park. Mummy must remember your promise. You waved at him. After that, they left. You were all alone and quickly started to prepare dinner. It took you all to prepare everything and came out of apartment. It's already dark outside. Your phone suddenly rang. It was actually Jungkook. Your brows knitted. What's with this person? You picked up anyway. Hello, are you still not coming over? You looked at the thermos in your hand. I want to make food for you. It will take a lot of time, okay? Oh, the man sounds little excited. It's dark. It might not be safe. Minho will come to pick you up. Where are you? You drop the idea of going parking lot. After all, it's hard to get taxi here, and dangerous people will be lurking around the place to get their victim. But you can't just tell him about your whereabouts. What if next time he came and meet Rowoon? What will you do? For a moment, you wonder whether to tell him your address or not. Why are you in a daze? His cold voice sounded, pulling you back to your sense. Supermarket? Remembering there is a supermarket nearby, this apartment building. Are you at the supermarket? You clear your throat. I'm going to supermarket to buy something. When Lee Minho will come, there will not be waste of time waiting. Jungkook seemed to have sensed something. He sneered. Since when did this woman have such a sense of time? Don't ask him if you have so much to say. I will take a cab myself. Sensing your anger, he couldn't help frowning. Just because I said that, you will stop people going there? Don't you want to come hospital in time or want to leave me alone? You really couldn't defeat him. He was a patient now. Your silence. So the man in the other line softened his voice. He will be there soon. Maintain contact. Got it. You went all the way downstairs of building. There is barely people having good time outside. You are very worried since that day after seeing bad dream about Miss Kim trying to kill you. Residential area was so quiet at the night. Street light was on, so you keep walking forward, observing your surrounding, afraid that someone will suddenly come out from darkness. Sound of things moving can be heard, making you froze on the middle of small road and stared at the place where it made noises. Small stray cat jumped out from the hidden spot. Your heart finally relaxed. When cat saw you, it took a few steps back cautiously and tried to hide back. So you scared this little kitten too. Don't be afraid, I mean no harm. You softly voice out and suddenly take out some meat that you had cooked to bring to patients, but you give it to cat instead. This is for you. Cat didn't move, but smell of the fragrance of meat hit its nose. It's quite here, and you pushed the small plate towards cat and left from there. You bought some fresh fruit from market. Minho was actually waiting for you outside the market. You get in the car and he drove to go hospital. Along the way, Minho wanted to say something but hesitated to voice out. After arriving at the hospital, you prepared to leave. Only then he dared to call you. Young Miss Kim, you stopped whatever you're doing and look at him. Speak. I see you are holding it all the way along. What you want to ask? He quickly cleared his throat. Do you still love young master?